Hey guys, it's LG65 and Let's Play Yakuza 4 continues. Yeah, I know I went overtime, but you know what? That piece was really hilarious, that last side mission. The way it was set up and all. Exposing the fake Akiyama. So, I'm gonna head on back upstairs. And tack on the next side mission. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as this one does. But, you know, we'll see, right? Our next stop on our lovely tour is Elise. And I'm not going in because, you know, it'll trigger a story event. I actually have decided what I'm going to do. With the exception of the Hostess Club side missions, I will take care of the cabaret girl stuff off screen, except for their dates. The dates I gotta cover. So, oh, hey Akiyama-san. Hi there. I just stopped by to check up on the club. How are things going? Remarkably well given the state of the economy. Really? That's good to hear. But what? Well, it's Miki. What about her? Maybe you better ask her yourself. She's in today. Alright, have her come to the dressing room. Akiyama-san? The manager said something was up. Is everything alright? Oh, I don't know. What is it? You can tell. You probably didn't know this, but until recently I had a regular named Taniguchi. Taniguchi? That's right. He was kind of a nerdy creep, but he wound up spending a lot of money on me. 5 million yen. What? So you do know about him? Not really. Anyway, what about this Taniguchi guy? Well, he suddenly stopped coming to the club. He never struck me as a particularly wealthy, so I just figured he finally ran out of money. And now that Taniguchi's not coming around anymore, you're too devastated to concentrate on work. Is that it? Absolutely not! I wouldn't shed any tears over one or a few to your nerdy types in here, trust me. So what is it? I just saw that dorky Taniguchi walking around looking like $1 million. It's like he's had a major makeover. And what's worse, he had another hostess on his arm. He didn't stop coming because he ran out of money after all. He changed his image, made himself all cool, and then dropped me for some other girl. But surely losing a single customer shouldn't bother you this much. It's a matter of pride. It's as though somebody told me I was a good match for the nerdiest customers. I've lost all faith in myself. Now that I think about it, a lot of my customers are kind of weird. That's not true. Fewer and fewer customers ask me by name. Maybe it's time to throw in the towel. I have an idea. Why don't I give you a refresher course on hostessing to boost your confidence? A refresher course? Sure. After all, I'm the one who got you into this mess in the first place. Huh? Never mind. Anyway, hostesses need to make their customers fall for them hard, right? You know that. Right. From what I've seen, you have no problem entertaining customers in the club. So what am I missing? Are you getting dates after work? No, not really. There you go. What you need are dates. Consider them insurance, your backup plan. You think so? You bet. Dates are different. It's just you and your customer, alone with each other. So how a hostess acts, any impression she makes at one of these special events has a big effect on her customer. I see. How about I give you some tips on how to make a customer fall head over heels for you? Yes, please. Excellent. Come with me. Yes, sir. Welcome. Let me show you to your seat. Right this way, please. First, let's go over the basics on how to interact with a customer on a date. I'm listening. How do you act with a customer on a date? This is the correct response. You
should be more open and honest with the customer when you're on a date with him.
Open and honest?
That's right. Why do you think guys ask hostesses out on dates anyway?
I'd say they want to get to know us better.
Exactly. They want to get closer to you so they can stand out among all the other clients. That's why you should be a little more open with a man on a date than at the club.
Okay.
He'll think he's the only one who gets to see who we really are, which he'll figure makes him somebody pretty special.
I get it now.
Basically, by interacting with the customer in a different way on these pseudo dates, he'll think it's not business anymore. Now it's personal.
I understand completely.
Not so fast. There's a little trick when it comes to ordering too.
There is.
Uh-huh. When you go out to eat on a date, it's important to order your date's favorite dish.
Really?
When you see him at the club, get him to tell you his favorite in advance. Make sure you remember what it is. Then, when you're on your date, order it in a matter-of-fact way. Your favorite is such and such, isn't it? That make him think, gee, Miki bothered to remember my favorite dish. And then he'll feel like you two have bonded.
Okay.
But the real key here is to add, I like that too, while you're ordering.
Why is that?
For one thing, when your date says she likes the same food you do, it makes you happy. It also means you have similar values.
Oh, I get it. But what if his favorite happens to be something I absolutely hate? I can be a very picky person.
You're a professional. Suck it up and pretend you like it.
Oh, do I have to? I guess I'll try.
Here you go.
This looks delicious. Bon appetit.
Not so fast. There is another technique that comes into play when eating your meal.
There is. Tell me about it.
When dining with a date, you have to maintain mealtime etiquette while creating an at-home atmosphere.
At home? Really?
That's right. A hostess is seen as the polar opposite of an at-home type. So by projecting this homey aura, you accentuate the gap between the two lifestyles. A hostess who might seem a little distant at the club comes across on a date as friendly, more accessible.
It's like you said before, you have to project a sense of intimacy.
Exactly.
So how do we do that?
Let's see. If a dish uses seasonal ingredients, for example, point that out to your date. Or if a meal is nicely presented, say you like to try recreating that arrangement at home. Play up the fact that you can cook. There's not a man alive who wouldn't fall for a woman who knows her way around the kitchen.
Anything else?
When your date eats something and says it's good, say, oh, so you like those flavors? I'll have to remember that.
It's almost like saying, I'll make that for you sometime, isn't it?
Yep. It's just a promise you're cooking, though. You don't have to go through with it. You only need to hint at that possibility.
I get it. This has been very educational.
Thanks for the great meal, Chef. We're ready for the bill now.
Coming right out.
Now, there's one more thing I'd like you to remember when it comes to paying the bill.
Okay.
When dinner's over and the bill arrives, always take out your wallet and act like you're going to pay.
You mean put on an act?
That's right. You're just pretending. Seeing you prepared to pay like that transforms the evening into a customer-hostess interaction into a much more private, intimate meal. Your date will feel an even closer bond between the two of you. Plus, he'll be impressed that you know your manners.
I see.
Your date will insist you don't have to pay, of course, at which point you thank him and put away your wallet. That way, you're both satisfied with the outcome and he keeps his pride intact.
Got it.
Dates provide another setting for building up a relationship when at the club. Make the most of the situation of meeting outside the club, and you can project a sense of intimacy you can't create at work. Your customer will feel close to you, and he'll come to like you more and more.
You've been so helpful. I'll give it all a try then.
see how it all plays out.
I got my confidence back thanks to you.
I'm happy to hear that.
I think I'll send that Taniguchi a message.
What, right now?
Uh-huh. I've got to get that Lily Hatch hook away from that other hostess.
Ah, well, I won't try to stop you. And here's that nerd Taniguchi. Miki! It's been so long!
Didn't you get a huge makeover?
You heard about that? I guess Akiyama-san must have told you, huh?
Ooh, Akiyama-san?
No. Miki saw you walking around with your new look. And another hostess. Oh, right. I did have more girls coming after me once I changed my image. But we never lasted longer than a date or two. I felt like I wasn't myself. Like I was living a lie. I guess the best makeover in the world is still only skin deep. I eventually came to accept that. This is the best style for me after all. That's when I got your message, Miki. And now here I am. I'm so sorry. You must have missed me so badly. But I won't stray again. See you at the club. They're both shaking their heads. And that ends that. 5,000 experience points. A little message saying you completed all Akiyama sub-stories. Congratulations. You're now worthy of the title Akiyama Master. I have a prize for you. Come to Naomi's Palace, the 14th Hotel, South End, Tenkaichi Street. I'll give it to you there. And they forgot to tell me it's an automatic level up. But whatever. Next time, I'm actually gonna, do some stuff off screen, and then, cover some other stuff if, on the off chance, I do get a date with the hostess at either Jewel or Shine. So take care, everyone, and remember, life's good. Oh, and by the way, story events will also pop into play as well.